obviously I'm not working today, but it's all good. I have been cleaning and getting ready for the kids to come home tomorrow, and hopefully I do have to work, but we will see. So I did run across some pictures that I thought you guys would think were pretty funny, and they were from about 7 years ago-ish. I can't really remember exactly when I worked for this company, but I worked for a company called Foundations, etc. It was really small. They had one truck and some equipment, and we were doing a job in Everett, and so my truck was parked on the job site because they didn't have an actual yard that they parked equipment at. The equipment that wasn't in use was parked at the owner's house, and the dump truck never went back there unless we were moving equipment up with the equipment trailer. We never took the pup back there. But so because it was such a small company, I was responsible for making sure that my truck got washed and greased and all of those things that I don't really have to do anymore because I work for a bigger company now and they have people that do that kind of stuff. Because my truck now gets washed about once a week over the weekend when I'm at home with my kids, so I don't have to worry about it. But I just thought that you guys would be pretty impressed with the way that I pulled my truck into my driveway back then, because now I have room to park my truck and trailer in my yard. But back then I lived in a small neighborhood, and we lived on the main drag to get to the other neighborhoods, like the cul-de-sacs that were back behind. And so I had to figure out how to get the truck and trailer in front of my house with the truck kind of close to the house so that I could wash it easier. And what I used to do is I would pull past the house, and facing basically the wrong way on the road though. So the traffic that would be on the right hand side was coming towards me, and I was on the shoulder facing towards them. And I would back up until I got my trailer as far over, because we had a ditch right in front of our house, as far over on the asphalt as I could. And then I would back past the driveway, and then I would pull up. And also we had a mailbox right there, so I didn't have very far to do this. It was really short. I had a really small window to get it in there. And then I would pull up and I would nose the truck into the driveway, which would take up just the truck in the driveway took up the entire driveway. It was a small little place. And the pictures, it just kind of cracked me up, and I thought that you guys would really enjoy seeing them, and I'll show them to you now. So that truck was in 1996, and I really did love that truck. It was also an 18-speed, and it had a cat, but I don't remember which cat motor it was because it's been so long. I just remember that it had a cat. But I did really like that truck. It drove pretty nice, and it was a good job. It was a decent job. And the main thing about that truck is that it didn't have AC, and so I would wear earplugs in the summertime and drive around with the windows down and be so freaking hot in there. I would be just sweating bullets. Because here when it gets hot, and I'm sure this is really similar to a lot of places, or probably worse in a lot of places, it gets pretty humid. It's not a dry heat where you can kind of like just tolerate the heat well. It's really wet here. But I did really like that truck. And one thing about that truck was the trailer. the trailer was so beat up because I think it was from the 80s. The trailer was so beat up that the floor was completely uneven. And any of you that have ever driven dump truck before, you know that an uneven floor in your truck or your trailer is the worst. It doesn't seem like it would be a big deal because I remember when I first started driving the truck that I thought, oh, okay, well, it's fine. It is what it is. Until you start hauling dirt that's even a little bit wet. Because the dirt that's a little bit wet sticks in all of those little divots and then just builds up and builds up and builds up and you can't get it out. And I just remember shoveling for hours because that trailer, the truck was pretty bad, but the trailer was worse. The floor was just not flat at all. Like you would stand there and you would have, like you'd either be on top of like a bump or like down in a hole. It was just crazy. But I think that's all I have for today. It was just a quick video. I haven't heard back about my camera that broke yet, but I'm hoping to have it back soon, and I'm sure that I have a whole list of other videos that's going to involve my camera once I get it back. But I mean, I've mentioned it before, but I had to ship it to California because it just all of a sudden stopped working. It wouldn't even turn on. If I don't make it back on here with another video this week, I just wanted to wish everyone a happy Father's Day. And I hope you guys have a great week and possibly a great weekend if I don't see you guys before. And if you haven't yet, because I do know that a lot of people haven't, because I can see what percentage of people that are subscribed and not subscribed are watching my videos. And pretty sure there's a few of you that are watching them, and so if you're not subscribed, you don't turn on the notifications, you don't know when I go live, and you don't know when I post a new video. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and hopefully I'll have my camera back and I'll be back to work tomorrow and I can get going on some new video ideas. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.